I have just used my TBR jar for the first time to pick my February TBR, and I am so glad I did. It has picked such a good selection of books, and books that I would not have pulled off this TBR if it wasn't for the jar. So let's really quickly run through what it's picked for me. The first book on my February TBR is The Handmaid's Tale. I've been meaning to read this for the longest time, and will be vlogging my experience as part of the Reading People's Recommendations series that I do, because this is the one my mum recommended to me. As I said, I've been meaning to read it for the longest time and I just haven't, so I'm glad that the TBR jar is forcing me to pick this up. Next we have something, again, I just wouldn't have picked it off the TBR. It's been on my TBR for at least 2 years. It's an isolated setting in a bougie chalet in the French Alps. I feel like that is the perfect setting for a thriller book, and how beautiful is this cover as well. A wintry thriller is perfect for February, and it's one that I just haven't been drawn to because it's been in this big stack of thriller books. I've just not thought to pick it up. So again, I am so glad that I've now got a TBR jar that forces me to read books that have been on there for the longest time. Next, it actually picked out one of Lisa Jewell's backlist, which is a result because I am trying to get through her backlist and I have been doing them on audio. I think I will do this one on audio as well, so I'm really glad that I managed to get Lisa Jewell in there. We next have a book that I have very recently been sent. I have been begging for a proof of this. It comes out in April and I have seen rave reviews. I cannot wait to dig into this, and I am so glad that a prompt fitted this book straight away because I was desperate to read it in February. Next we have Dear Debbie, which actually released on the 27th of January. Again, I'm so glad I managed to get this on here because I try and read these before they release, but I just haven't managed to get round to it. So I feel like that'll be a quick, easy win in February because I normally read Frida books in under 24 hours. We then have Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult. Again, this was literally at the very bottom of this pile and has been for a very long time. So I never go to pick up hardbacks, and that is exactly why I had the prompt that I put in that jar to make me pick up books that I wouldn't normally. We then have the 2 book club picks, which obviously weren't from the TBR jar. The book club picks this month are so promising. So we actually have the work book club pick is Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Feeney. I had literally just bought a load of her backlist books, including this one, so the fact that this has been picked for February is a big win in my eyes. I might do this one on audio as well. Last but by no means least, my book club will be reading The Wedding People. I have seen so many people rave about this book, so I'm so glad that this won the vote. Everyone keeps saying they think I'm going to love it as well, so that should make for an interesting discussion at book club in February. I feel like that is such a strong TBR. I really think February could be an incredible reading month. I will obviously be back at the end of February to let you know how many of these I managed to get to and what I thought.